So I previously made a video on ADR talking about why people should choose ADR over litigation, that is going to court. And then I realized that a lot of people don't know so much about ADR, or let me put it that some people have never heard of the word ADR. They don't even understand what it is. And for the benefit of such people, I am making this video again so I can throw more light on ADR. ADR is an abbreviation for Alternative Dispute Resolution. So just as the name implies, it is an alternative way of settling dispute between parties rather than opting for litigation. That is, rather than going to court to seek redress, you choose to settle out of court. Okay, you choose to either negotiate or mediate, or whichever one you choose. We are going to get there. Welcome to my channel. This is Law Talks and Gist. If you are seeing my face for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and kindly turn on the notification bell so as to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always being supportive. You know I love you. Now let's dive into the video. So prior to this time, whenever anyone had an issue and approached a lawyer to file a lawsuit, it was optional for that lawyer to inform the client of the option of ADR. It was optional. You may do it, you may choose not to do it. But now, by the rules of professional conduct of the legal profession, it has been made mandatory for every lawyer to inform his client of the option of ADR. First of all, inform them. And if any lawyer fails to do that, he risks being sanctioned. Oh yes, it is now a serious matter. It is no longer optional, it is mandatory. Let them know. If they want to continue with their case in court, fine. If they want to settle out of court, fine, but let them know. The rationale behind that is that some cases has no business being in court. They are just so trivial, they are just so, like, as a matter of fact, it's like a waste of time, wasting the time of the court. And the fact that in some cases, settlement and reconciliation is not only possible, it's more appropriate. So some cases have no business being in court, to just amount to waste of time. So the ADR options that we have are negotiation. Of course, negotiation has to do with bargaining agreements. This may involve bringing in maybe a family member or someone you trust, someone any of the parties in the dispute trust, and sit down and settle the dispute between the parties. At the end of the day, the parties would agree on something, and that's it. While in mediation, a neutral, impartial third party is either invited by parties to the dispute, or he intervenes to facilitate the resolution of the dispute by the agreement of the parties. Most times we may have 2 mediators, 3 mediators. It depends on what the parties agree on. And then arbitration. This is where the parties who have this dispute sit down and agree that the decision of the third party that is coming in will bind them. Whatsoever decision the third party, remember this is a neutral party who is neither on the side of this other party to the dispute or this other party. So whatsoever is the decision of the arbitrator, that is what will bind the parties in the dispute. And please note that all these people must be professionals, must be a professional mediator, must be a professional arbitrator. Although in negotiation you can bring in a family member, yes, but you see, arbitration and mediation, they have to be professionals. You would agree with me that this is usually a very good option if the parties agree to embrace it. It's very good. It has advantages. Yeah, I talked about a few advantages in my previous video. It saves costs, yes, more than litigation, more than lawsuits. And then it reduces stress. Yes, of course, you know how stressful, how tedious lawsuits can be. If parties embrace ADR, it reduces stress. And then it helps in court decongestion. Yes, of course, I've said it before that some cases have no business being in court. Sometimes you go to court, you see everywhere is filled. And some of these matters, when they call them, you'll be like, what really brought this one? This is something that parties could just settle amicably out of court. Maybe choose either of the ADR method and settle the issue, but they will just prefer to come to court. So those are some of the advantages of opting for ADR. It is still good. If you can, please embrace it. I hope this video helps you. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.